what's giddy, everybody? I'm Keemy, and I'm back for my thrust for thrust. You already know, 3 for 3. I've been away. I've had so much to talk about. And I feel like it was time. I felt like it was time for us to get back on this lovely couch, this new couch. And it was really time for us to really just have another conversation. So it's been a lot of buzz about straw. The Tyler Perry, because you know Tyler Perry's on the run. We thought Beyonce was on the trilogy? Baby. Tyler D. Perry came out with 6 Beauty and the Black. And he's coming out with the second part, because he already knew after the first part did what it did, second part absolutely needs to do what it do. But Six Triple A, beautiful movie, not for me. But I'm not gonna negate its flowers or its impact and the importance of why he made it, right? So it's definitely given. He made it for a reason. It was to show women in the army being not chief officers. Y'all know what 6 is. I'm not even gonna get into it. But after that, he did the Beauty and Beauty and the Black, and then he came out with She the People, where what is her name? La Vida from the Steve Harvey Show, Miss Terry Vaughn. When I say Terry Vaughn is super funny, she is super funny. I love her. I just cannot get into She the People. I'm sorry, I just couldn't. Like, I would have been okay if it was like a comedy movie, but not just a comedy limited series. It didn't. Sorry, but not sorry. No ma'am, no ham, no green eggs and ham. It did not get. But then we get into straw. So I seen the commercial for it. I seen the preview for it. I was like, ooh, okay. Taraji P. Henson. Him and Taraji P. Henson always give great performances. Standing ovation performances. Like, what was that movie? Where she was in the movie with Gladys Knight. And she was a woman of the streets kind of scenario. She was a dancer singer kind of scenario. And then I know the little girl said that the dude that she was dating raped her, and then they had y'all know, freak. I'm gonna remember the name of the movie. Trust and believe. However, they make great movies together. They get it. So I'm like, okay, straw. Let me see what straw is. So I turned it on the other night. And I was like, because Taraji P. Henson, she always gives. To me, she's a very underrated actress. And I hate that for her. I really do. I really genuinely do. Okay, so I'm like, okay, cool. We see her and her daughter in the bed. Then we see her and the landlord get into it. Talking about when you're gonna pay my rent. She's talking about I'm gonna pay it today. I'm gonna pay it at 10 a.m. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna go get my check. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna pay it. We're gonna be good. I'm gonna have a place to live still. And unfortunately, those events did not really pan out the way she wanted it to pan out. So ultimately, altogether, at first, we were like, oh, damn, she's already having a fucked up morning. What's going on? Like, what's going on? But I noticed that she did go to the hospital. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is, because she did give us a preview that her daughter does get sick a lot. She wasn't very specific in the beginning of what those ailments are. But she did say that her daughter does get sick a lot, and she was working 2 jobs. She never made it back to the second job. Now that we think about it, damn, how you get fired from both jobs? nevertheless, so we see the moment where she goes into the hospital with the daughter. We didn't necessarily see the moment where she came back out. Huh. The imagery. So then I just thought that maybe I was going backwards and she just forgot to put in a few days later or a few days prior kind of scenario. Like we were telling a story, but I felt like we were going back in time, but maybe we weren't going back in time. You know how Tyler Perry be. But nevertheless, so she gets to her job. And I remember that dude is giving me from different world. I think he was a colonel from the different world, if I'm not mistaken. Don't, all right? I feel like that was a colonel from a different world. The person who played her boss. Ooh, he was mean as hell. He was mean, and I was like, oh, you need to get him together real quick, because what you're not going to do is talk to me like that over a supermarket job. Well, it must have been the first of the month, because they had everybody and their mama line going down yonder trying to cash in a wig and use the EBT cards and stuff like that. It was definitely given first of the month. I don't, ooh, child, that time of the month? Mm-mm. It's not fun. It is not fun. Trust me, I know. Boo? Janiyah? Miss Janiyah, I've been there. Trust me, I know what that looked like. I did supermarket for a few years. I know what that first of the month looked like. I know what that last of the month looked like. I know what the middle of the month looked like. But that first of the month, especially that first week, or holiday times, or summer times, baby. But and then I was like, oh no. When that person threw that shit at her because they was upset because was I going to be covered by wig? That sounds like a personal problem, sweetheart. I don't know what to tell you, but it's not going to be covered. I'm telling you. It's not going to be covered because I'm doing my job the correct way. What Mimi down the block did, what Nicole down the block did, what Samantha, whoever did your purchase last month, whatever she did, is not what Janiyah's about to do. That's not what we about to do. So it's giving you feel salty because I'm telling you what it is and I'm telling you the right way and the rule and what's going to happen under my time. And now you're salty, now you're going to throw stuff at me. And then my manager's not even take it up from me. They on some, oh, clean it up. How you telling me to clean it up after you just yelled at me in the back for being late, knowing that it's the first of the month and we got line down yonder? Make it up. When the math ain't mathing. And second of all, why you not on register if it's that busy? If it's that busy, why you not on register? Helping out. That's what a manager's supposed to do. Last time I checked. That's why Janiyah did what the fuck she did. And I'm not even mad at her for doing that now. Because now I'm really understanding, I'm processing it now when I'm talking to y'all. Janiyah had every right to do what she did. Because you tried to play in her face. She told you she needed to get her check real quick because she needed to drop off her daughter her money for school. Because her daughter was being bullied for not having money to pay for her lunch or to pay for other food because the school lunch was not hand. Whatever that scenario was, she needed to get her check to pay her rent so she would not be put out and to give her daughter some money for her school lunch so she won't be bullied because her daughter was being bullied. And we all know that middle school, that elementary school years is pivotal. Is pivotal because that's when a lot of bullying happens. That's when a lot of suicide happens. That's when a lot of insecurity problems happen. It's within that age range where it really be given, and that should be annoying. So we keep on going within the movie now, right? So next thing you know, she go back to the school, she handle, then she go back to work. And then she got stopped at a car, it starts pouring, lots of stuff starts happening throughout this day. And then the cop, that unnamed person, not unnamed individual, because we're not going to give him his, we're not even going to talk about him. Because he blew my mind. We're talking about, oh, I'm going to make sure you dead. I'm going to make sure I kill you, this kind of thing. You salty for what reason, sir? Oh, you want a dime, so you want to make a quota type of person. Okay. So she was already having a bad day. It just kept getting worse. It literally just kept getting worse. Sis, Janiyah cannot get a break. Next thing you know, she gets the check. And this is when the movie, well, she tried to take the $40 out at first to get her daughter some money. So that's when we seen Sherri Shepherd and realized the first time. Sherri Shepherd looked good. She looked like royalty. When I tell you, like, I'm like, okay. Because I'm just so used to seeing her on the show now, on the Sherri Shepherd show, where it was definitely given like, okay, you got some money. Tyler gave you a budget. Okay. I'm not that fond of her acting like that. But she does have some cute roles, because I know she did this, I know she did, shit, Precious. How can I forget the name? Precious. But other than that, no. I think she did the one with, Paula Patton. No, that's the same movie. I think she did another movie with Paula Patton, though. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think she did another movie with Paula Patton, with Sherri Shepherd. But she did good in this movie. I loved her acting. I loved the empathy that she had for Janiyah while the plot was thickening, and then, now we're actually in the bank, and that's it. And I said that's all. And then we're starting to get to see Miss Teyana Taylor, who is one of the officers on this case, trying to get Janiyah to, let go of the hostages and XYZ. And Teyana Taylor ate her roll up, left no crumbs. Teyana Taylor is that girl. I'm happy that this is her year, this is her season. Like, she about to come out with an album after she told us that she was quitting music. We tried it. Don't worry. I'm gonna put a nice little portion of this video for you, because you keep on playing with us. But anyway, she did what she needed to do, Teyana Taylor. So Janiyah is in the bank now. She's in the bank. She has a gun because she just shot her boss for trying it, for not giving her a paycheck, talking about, oh, we're gonna mail you your check. Remember class reunion? You're not finna mail me my check. I mail me my work. You're not gonna mail me my check. You better run me my money. Class reunion. If you have not seen that play, that is his best play. That is Tyler Perry's best play, hands down. Medea, like the cast that was everything. That was his best play, hands down. But he definitely gave sentiments of that and Straw, and all she wanted was her check so she can handle $1 million, so she won't be put out. And literally her check was like $521, something like that. So she got to the bank and she was like, look, I just want to cash my check for $521. But she had the blood on her, she had the gun in her hand, and she was literally just saying, look, I just want to cash my check for $521. I don't have no ID, I don't have nothing. But you see me before, boo. Like, you see me, I was here last week, I cashed my check. I work right down the block at the supermarket, so I'm confused why we dealing with all this. Can you get your supervisor so maybe she can assist me in this matter? Because I just need to get my check cashed so I can pay my rent and I can handle and be back to broke. But my daughter needs her medicine. I just need to cash my check. So then the person who I ain't like sis from jump, I really didn't. She was doing the most with her sick comments, and toward the end, I was like, sis, did you want to get your head blown off? I'm confused. Like, what are we doing, sis? Because what is your problem? Like, I have a whole gun in your face. I'm gonna need for you to act accordingly. All this lip is not gonna work for me, sis. Because I'm not even trying to rob the bank. I just want to cash my check. I never put the gun away, but I just want to cash my check so I can be out of here. I'm not really trying to rob the bank. Like, this is not what it is. But I love how all three of the leading ladies, Sherri Shepherd, Teyana Taylor, and Janiyah, they all have something similar. They all came from the hood, came from a time period where it was prevalent to it was prevalent with struggle. It was prevalent with trying to get from day to day. And I love how throughout his career he's always described that, he's always shown that. There's always going to be a black woman that's going to be a lead, that's always in some stuff. That hopefully she gets redeemed from. Hopefully there's a happy ending throughout it. But life is not always happy. Life is not always going to have a happy ending. And unfortunately for Janiyah, it was not a happy ending. Unfortunately for Janiyah had to do some time. But what was great about Janiyah, she started telling her story of why she was doing what she was doing. It's not because she wanted to go in and rob a bank. It's not because she wanted to shoot her boss. No. She fought the gunman who was trying to rob them. And then my boss ended up getting shot because, he tried to play in her face, talking about he's gonna mail her a check. HR's gonna mail her a check. No, sweetheart, we're not fitting to do that. We're not fitting to do that at all. But what was I about to say? Ooh. Yeah, all three of them. But especially for Janiyah and Teyana Taylor, because she literally kind of had a similar experience in her childhood and dealing with growing up sick or going from unstable households and just really trying to get a break. And Tyler Perry, he never really gives people a break, but then he gives people a break, if that makes sense. So throughout the movie, I just felt bad for Janiyah. I was like, you're really in a bad predicament. But as it was closing up and as it was ending, and I was happy that Teyana Taylor had her aha moment and had her I told y'all moment. So hopefully she got a promotion, and now she's leading the task force instead of just being part of the task force, because now she got the officer who played in her phase and got the other sister trying to get for a fucking ticket. She got both of them together. And she redeemed Janiyah ultimately, because she says, I understand, but you gotta see it from our side. It looked like you got a bomb in the bag. When we found out that it was actually just a school project, you had a gun. The gun was technically the gun was loaded because you didn't use it, but you wasn't trying to rob the bank. You just was trying to cash your check. And so me and my friend, my homeboy Brad, he kind of gave like a similarity, like, oh, but this was kind of similar to John Q. And I'm like, shit, it was. And definitely was given another similarity to John Q. A lot of similarity. And for thinking about it, for being on about it, it definitely was like, it wasn't like night and day, but like, it wasn't like copy and paste kind of scenario. But it was definitely like a traumatic event that happened, and then the movie starts kind of scenario, and then hopefully there's a happy ending. But for Janiyah, there's not really a happy ending, because we realized that she was having a psychotic break because her daughter actually passed the day prior. So what we see was her reacting to her daughter dying, her daughter passing away, when she dropped her off in the hospital the day prior to that. So she was literally having a mental breakdown. And I'm happy that they did that, though, to show the mental illness is real. It's been real, it will always be real, and it always needs to be talked about. That's why I'm happy that she played it, because I know that she's a big advocate for mental illness. And I know she wrote a book about it. I know she was going on like a speaking run about it. Like, this is like her other passion besides acting. So I'm happy that she was able to display that, basically. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, Straw was cute. Straw good storyline, good acting, and definitely put me through some emotions. Right? Is it the best movie I've seen? No. Um, is it the best Tyler Perry movie? No. But is it good? It is good. It is good. It is great. I understood it. I understood its purpose. I understood its reasoning. Taraji P. Henson, you did that, sis. You did that. Teyana Taylor, you did that. Sherri motherfucking Shepherd, you did that. Y'all ladies did that. But it wasn't like a groundbreaking movie as I thought it was going to be for some reason. But nevertheless, I'm happy that I'm happy it's out there. I'm happy we get to experience it. I'm happy that they got paid what they're supposed to get paid. They got paid the highest that they probably got paid in their career. Because that's what Tyler Perry does for his black actors and actresses. He tries to make sure that they get paid adequately, and I love that. I love that. I just want more. So I just hope that there's not a Straw 2 or any other thing in the works. I don't know. I just wanted more. I left a little underwhelmed. It wasn't an Academy Award winning performance or movie or writing. It didn't necessarily give typical Tyler Perry, but it definitely gave typical Tyler Perry. Like, if we gotta be honest, we have to be honest. Like, I don't know. I know he's about to come out with Destination Wedding. From the previews, I'm not sold on that either. Tyler Perry. What are we doing, baby? Like, I need you to get more writers. I need you to get more writers, and it's okay. It literally is okay. Like, I promise you, it is okay to get some writers. It's okay to do something different. I promise you, it is okay. But Straw, I'm gonna rate it. I'm going to rate it a 3 out of 5. And that is because I still left a little underwhelmed. With the correlations are that and John Q. John Q was obviously the better pick. And just, I think it's just I left underwhelmed. I left with not knowing exactly what happened to Janiyah, that she had to really do time, because no one, well, technically, the person died, but they couldn't use it as a insanity defense, because she did this because of she just lost her daughter. So like with us knowing this now, technically maybe it could be a part 2, and then we kind of find out what happens to Janiyah after losing her daughter and losing her job and her home, and what that may actually look like. That may be kind of tea. That may be kind of tea, but it needs to be written well. So later, this was Keemy's Tea of the Day. This was the Straw Edition. Woo, 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 woo. Straw Edition. Woo, 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 woo. But Taraji P. Henson, like, I'm still gonna give y'all flowers. The movie was subpar, but the acting in the movie was good. I felt it. There was emotion there. I really felt like, damn, like, Janiyah needs a break. Because I'm tired for Janiyah. Shoot. Later, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to get on Keemy's Tea of the Day channel, inbox me on all of my social. Facebook, at Keem Holder. IG, Keemy Holder. TikTok, Keemy Holder. What other social media? My website, KeemySteaOfTheDay. My YouTube channel, KeemySteaOfTheDay. Laters.